Peace and blessings, collective. I am coming to you really quickly because I wanted to share with you a challenge that I'm getting ready to start with the community here in this red tent and with Yoni Love Herbals. If you are new here, and let me just get all of the precursor stuff out of the way. If you are new here and you have not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you hit the notification bell so you can be updated each and every time I upload a video. For those of you in my community who are dealing with fibroids and cysts, if you are dealing with endometriosis, if you are dealing with chronic yeast infections, if you are dealing with postpartum depression, if you are dealing with infertility, if you are dealing with menstrual cycles longer than 7 days, if you are dealing with clots during your menstrual cycles or really heavy flows, if you are dealing with if you are being threatened with a myomectomy or a hysterectomy from your gynecologist, or if you have experienced some kind of trauma around your womb, like rape, like molestation, like anything dealing with not being able to be in a space of alignment and optimal health surrounding your womb, then I encourage you to join me in this journey of the next 90 days, and it's going to be 90 days of healing. You're probably thinking, okay, so what is the importance of this 90 days of healing? For me, as I was creating Optimal by Yoni Love Herbals, I began to realize really quickly that there was a lot of people in my community who were coming to me, who were purchasing Yoni steams, who were finding solutions for the right now moment, right? So they were taking like that real quick dosage of Yoni steam, and they were getting some assistance with dealing with their fibroids or their yeast or their whatever for that moment. But when we started getting down into long-term healing, they were not getting the results that they were desiring. And as I was being reached out to, right, through email, through text, at people asking me, so Hadida, how really did you do it, right? Because I've been Yoni steaming and I saw some improvements when I went to the gynecologist, or my fibroids shrunk, but then they came right back. I started to realize it's because people are doing the physical action of Yoni steaming, but they're not doing the work that it really takes to heal the womb. And so in this 90-day challenge, my whole entire intention is to help my community get down to the root cause of what is creating the ailment in the first place. Every disease, also known as disease in Western medicine, is the result of something emotionally or mentally staying inside of the body, or energetically staying inside of the body for an extended period of time. And after that thing has gotten a chance to sit there and to fester inside of our body, it then creates the perfect circumstance and environment for an ailment to occur. And that ailment is what we see as fibroids, what we see as endometriosis, what we see as chronic yeast infections. But at the root of that, at the root of every single ailment we experience, is the reality that there's some aspect of a situation, of a life circumstance, of a relationship that we had in the past, something that we did not heal within ourselves and that we allowed to stay in our body in order for that thing to become a physical ailment that now is manifesting itself in our lives. And really, when we get down to the ailments that we experience as women inside of our wombs, really what it is our womb screaming for our attention. And a lot of times we're too busy running and hustling, bustling throughout life. We're too busy being connected to our children, our mates, or the businesses that we're running, or the life that we're trying to achieve, that we aren't listening to our wombs. And so in this process, I'm going to teach you techniques to be able to heal your womb, but we're also going to identify What is at the root cause of why you have not been able to heal your womb, and what is at the root cause of what's creating the perfect environment and circumstance in the beginning for that ailment to be able to occur. I have found that throughout the years, as I've been working with women to heal their wombs, and as they approach me at my practice, a lot of times sisters are coming with this concept that they can do something real small like yoni steaming. And I say it's real small. It's an action, right? Obviously, in order for us to heal, we got to do an action. But they can do something small like yoni steaming, and they think that that's going to be the thing that's going to give them like a magic dose or a pill and heal their womb in that moment. And what I want to say is, this is years. I want you to be aware that in this healing journey, this is years of stuff that has compiled itself on top of each other throughout life. And a lot of times when we experience trauma, specifically as women, especially with that mentality and that syndrome of superwoman, I call it the S on the chest that we put on our chest, and we kind of learn how to just act like things don't exist. We learn how to stuff things down. We learn how to make ourselves be okay, even when we really are not. If we do that, we are creating a sense of to our womb. We're telling our womb, we're sending a message to our womb that you are not important enough for me to hear. You are not important enough for me to validate what you are saying. You are not important enough for me to even get your opinion on the people I sleep with, on the places I go, on the substances I use, on the things that I eat, on the things that I experience, on the people I allow you to enter into me. And I'm not just talking about sexually, I'm talking about energetically also. Everything in life, every experience in life that we have as women starts as something in our womb, and starts as something as a relationship that we are having with the people and the things surrounding us. And so when we enter into this healing journey, we got to realize that we are going to be challenged. I'm going to challenge you, and I'm going to require you to show up each and every day. Not for me, because you weren't helping to heal me. I'm trying to help you heal. But the reason why you're showing up and I'm requiring you to show up is because accountability is so important. And what I'm going to hold you accountable for is listening to the voice of your womb tell you what you've been doing that she doesn't like. Inside of my practice, I teach the concept of wombversation to the women who come to me. I teach the concept of sitting before your yoni steaming session and laying your hands on your womb and just laying there and listening. And a lot of times the sisters say, well, Hadida, like, what is that supposed to do? Like, how is that really going to help me? And what I want you to know is that wombversation allows your womb to feel safe, to feel free to express herself. And I know this thing seems crazy. This concept of wombversation seems crazy to a person who is not used to hearing the voice of her womb. But wombversation allows you to sit there and to listen. Have you ever had a child who has experienced trauma, or a child who has gone through some kind of life-altering situation, and maybe you've experienced it as a child? When you have been put in a place where you feel like nobody is listening to you, you tend to just kind of learn how to go throughout life and not really address what's the issue. And so the adults around you just kind of get used to you being silent, and so they figure that everything is okay. And it's not until years have passed, a lot of times with children who have gone through trauma, that you really realize what the trauma that they experience has done and how it will affect them throughout life. Our wombs are the same way. We got to create a safe space. If you don't create that safe space for that child to be able to express themselves, they're going to learn how to be silent, because they're going to feel like their opinion does not matter. And so when we don't provide the safe space for our womb to be able to talk to us, the environment that says, I'm here, I'm listening, I'm silent. If we don't try to feel all of those moments in life, like I've had clients before who came to me and they lay on my table and I say, okay, we're going to do wombversation. And they put their hands over their womb and I say, okay, we're going to listen. And I say, tell me when you're done. And they say, okay. And I say, okay, let's begin. They say, I'm done. It's literally like they're afraid to allow silence to penetrate longer than for 2 seconds, because they're afraid to hear what actually is going to be said in that moment. What are you afraid of, Queen? What are you afraid of? Are you afraid to be told that the dude that you've been with is not somebody that you need to be with? Are you afraid to be told that that yeast infection or your menstrual cycle coming on right when you were about to be intimate is because your womb doesn't want to be with that person? And that's why it made this thing seen as nasty or whatever, like our menstrual cycle, happen all of a sudden? Are you afraid to see or hear that the discharge that you're experiencing is because your energy does not align with the person that you've been intimate with? And so it's time for you to remove yourself. Are you afraid to hear that the cramps and the pain and the fibroids and the endometriosis is because of the rape or the molestation or the childhood abuse that you have experienced, that you have not worked through, that you have not allowed yourself to heal from, that you have not allowed yourself to get a moment to process? First of all, our minds, and then our hearts, but definitely our wombs. And so in this 90 days of healing, we're going to walk through all of those really, really sensitive moments that you've experienced throughout life. But we also want to work on something that's very important in this healing process. And that is connecting the mind to the heart to the womb. Learning how to work the 3 portals of healing and manifestation that lies inside of you and lies inside of every womb around the world, and it's where the power of manifesting the life that we desire really comes from. And so I'm going to take you on a journey in this 90 days of healing that's going to allow you to see where that root cause of the problem is. We're going to deal with your mental toughness. Okay, you're going to be challenged beyond your wildest dreams. We're going to have those writing journal entries. We're going to have community circle. We're going to have the vitamins. We're going to have the exercise and the physical conditioning of the body that's going to align with the eating habits, that's going to align with the herbal regimens or the vitamins that you need to support your individual situation, aligned with the actual womb work and the yoni semen it's going to take in order for you to heal your womb. So during this 90 days of healing that we're going to be doing, the first 15 days of our cycle of the 90 days of healing is going to be us literally going through the mental toughness that is going to take for you to last the entire 90 days. This challenge is not for anybody who is not ready to do the work. And so before every woman is allowed to enter into this challenge and allowed to enter into this healing process, I am going to meet with them individually to make sure that you are really serious about your healing journey. I'm not taking my time and dedicating my time to helping someone heal their womb that is not ready to do the work. Okay, and so the first 15 days is going to be us going through the mental toughness that it's going to take. I think that too often as women, we allow distractions to come into the place where we should be having our undivided attention being put on ourselves. And so this is going to challenge you to put you first. Not your mate, not your children, not your mom, not your dad, not anybody outside of yourself, not your business. Put you first. And we're going to challenge your mental toughness. The next 60 days of this challenge is going to be us doing the physical, the mental, and the energetic work it's going to take for you to actually heal whatever womb ailment you have been suffering with. And then the last 15 days, we are going to dedicate it to us manifesting the life that you actually desire. And so what that's going to look like is sitting down, figuring out what is your life purpose, what is your life path, where are you supposed to be? Even if you think you know what that is, and you have like revelation of what that looks like, we're going to make sure that you're completely on a course of manifesting the life that you desire after this 90 days of healing. And we're going to make you show up for yourself, and we're going to put you in challenges that deals with whatever your aspect in your path of life is, we're going to put you into a challenge that requires you to establish what that blueprint, right? That blueprint of your life looks like for the remainder of the time. I have a lot of women around me who are entrepreneurs, who are interested in starting their own businesses, who reach out to me and say, Hadida, I need help. I'm trying to learn how to start a Yoni semen business. I'm trying to learn how to, run a business that's lucrative. I'm trying to learn how to get products out there on the market. I'm trying to learn how to get into Walmart. I'm trying to learn. And so whether you are an entrepreneur or not, this 90 days of healing and that last 15 days of the 90 days of healing, we're going to focus intently on what your divine purpose is. But if you are an entrepreneur by any chance and you are entering into this journey with us, or you have any kind of entrepreneurial spirit, I think that you will also really appreciate the last portion of this 90 days, because we are going to touch on mapping out a blueprint for your business and learning how to utilize tools in the beginning of your business that allows you to have long-term success and build wealth inside of your business for years to come and for generations to come. So if you would like to be able to join into our 90 days of healing that we are having as a collective, please click the link down below. There is a form that is going to take you to for you to enter. When you fill out the form, I am going to contact you personally myself, and we are going to sit down and we are going to talk about over video chat what items you are going to need in order to join into this 90-day challenge as far as your tools, your supplies. We are also going to talk about what you personally would like to be able to accomplish if you have womb ailments, what they are, what current things are you doing physically, energetically, herbally, surgically to try to heal yourself. And then we're going to talk about what my suggestions are for your path of healing, and then we will decide if this is a good fit for you. So I'm interested in hearing from any sister who thinks that this is a path that she wants to embark on with us and with this red tint and Yoni Love Herbals. And I'm looking forward to building with the community and helping some sisters to heal. Now, if you are watching this video after August 15th, don't worry, because we're going to be doing every 15th of the month. So August 15th, we are starting one. But if you happen to join us after August 15th, don't worry, because you will just be entered into the next segment, which will be beginning on September 15th and every month after. Also, if you are watching this and you are interested in starting a Yoni semen business by any chance, we have officially, I can't talk, y'all, and I told y'all I'm not cutting none of these videos or editing none of the information. I'm just giving it to y'all raw footage, right? So bear with your girl. If you are interested in starting a Yoni semen business or becoming certified as a Yoni semen facilitator, please go and check out SheEO by Yoni Love Herbals. We have officially launched the new portal SheEO by Yoni Love Herbals on the website. And when you go and you click there, you will be able to see two tabs. One of them is Yoni semen facilitator training / certification, the general one, and one for birth workers. So whether you are a birth worker or you are just a general entrepreneur looking to be able to start a Yoni semen business or incorporate Yoni semen into a business that you are currently doing, then make sure that you go and you check out those certification programs. All right, I love you, collective. Don't forget to reach out to me if you are new here. Please make sure you hit the subscription Make sure you hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you can be updated each and every time I upload a video. And until later, peace until next time.